Acid reflux is a common digestive disorder that occurs when stomach acid travels back up the esophagus, irritating the lining of the throat and causing uncomfortable symptoms such as heartburn, nausea, and chest pain. Although lifestyle changes can help reduce the severity of acid reflux symptoms, certain foods can act as triggers for acid reflux, making it difficult to enjoy certain meals. In this video, we'll present the top 10 foods that can trigger acid reflux. Before we continue with the list, make sure to subscribe to Healthy Lab and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new videos. Every subscriber is much appreciated. So, let's start. 10. Chocolate. Chocolate is a sweet, delicious treat that many people enjoy, but unfortunately, it can cause serious health problems for people suffering from acid reflux. It contains several ingredients that can increase acid production and worsen acid reflux. The caffeine and cocoa in chocolate all relax the lower esophageal sphincter, which allows stomach acid to back up into the esophagus. The sugar and milk in chocolate can also increase acid levels, making it a double whammy for people with acid reflux. Another reason to avoid chocolate if you have acid reflux is that it is high in calories and fat. Eating large amounts of chocolate can lead to weight gain, which can put more pressure on the lower esophageal sphincter and worsen acid reflux symptoms. Eating a small amount of chocolate may not cause symptoms for everyone with acid reflux, but it's best to avoid it as much as possible. 9. Coffee. Coffee is naturally acidic with a pH of around 5 and can irritate the already inflamed lining of the stomach and esophagus, making acid reflux worse. This means that when it is consumed, it causes the stomach to produce more acid than it normally would. This can lead to symptoms such as heartburn, pain in the chest, and a feeling of acid in the throat. In addition to aggravating the symptoms of acid reflux, drinking coffee can also lead to an increased risk of developing gastroesophageal reflux disease. Gastroesophageal reflux disease is a more serious form of acid reflux and can be associated with more serious health issues. For those who suffer from it, drinking coffee can be especially damaging as the acidity can cause further damage to the esophagus. 8. Onions. Eating onions can be problematic for people with acid reflux. Onions are naturally high in acid content, which can be further exacerbated when they are cooked. Eating raw onions can be especially problematic, as the acid in them can further irritate the already sensitive lining of the esophagus. The high acid content of onions can also increase the amount of stomach acid produced. This can lead to greater irritation of the esophagus and an increase in symptoms. The high acid content can also damage the protective coating of the esophagus, which can result in an increased risk of infection and inflammation. In addition, onions also contain compounds called fructans, which can have a laxative effect. This can cause diarrhea, bloating, and abdominal pain. 7. Mint. Mint is known to relax the lower esophageal sphincter. The lower esophageal sphincter is a muscle that separates the stomach from the esophagus. When it is too relaxed, acid can reflux up into the esophagus, causing symptoms. In addition, the menthol in mint can irritate the lining of the esophagus, worsening symptoms. Mint is also known to stimulate the production of stomach acid. This can lead to a buildup of acid in the stomach, causing it to reflux back up into the esophagus. Mint can also make it harder to get rid of acid reflux. The high acid content in mint can make it harder for the stomach to break down the food properly and can make it more difficult for the body to get rid of excess stomach acid. 6. Garlic. One of the most common triggers of acid reflux is diet, and certain foods, such as garlic, can trigger the condition. Garlic contains a number of compounds that are believed to trigger acid reflux symptoms, including a compound called allicin. Allicin is known to relax the lower esophageal sphincter. Garlic also contains a compound called thiosulfonates. These compounds are known to relax the muscles around the stomach, which can further increase the risk of acid reflux. Garlic is high in fat, which can also cause acid reflux. Fat takes longer to digest than other types of food, so it stays in the stomach longer, causing the stomach to produce more acid. Finally, garlic also contains a compound called organosulfides. These compounds are believed to stimulate the production of stomach acid, which can also lead to acid reflux. 5. Fried foods. When it comes to acid reflux, fried foods are one of the worst offenders. Not only are they greasy and filled with unhealthy fats, but they can trigger the symptoms of acid reflux, making them a no-go for people with the condition. Fried foods are high in fat and can be difficult for the stomach to digest. When foods are fried, they tend to absorb more oil than when they are cooked in other ways. This oil can coat the esophagus and stomach lining, making it harder for the body to properly neutralize the acid that is produced. This can cause acid reflux, where the stomach acid travels up the esophagus, causing a burning sensation in the chest. Fried foods also tend to be high in calories, which can be a problem for people with acid reflux since they're often already overweight or obese. Being overweight or obese can make acid reflux worse, so eating too many fried foods can increase your risk of experiencing the symptoms. 4. Chili pepper. The idea of eating chili peppers to spice up your food may seem tempting, but for people with acid reflux, this could be a recipe for disaster. Chili peppers contain capsaicin, a compound that can trigger symptoms of acid reflux. When it comes to acid reflux, it's not just the amount of chili peppers you eat that can affect your symptoms, it's also the type of chili pepper you choose. Capsaicin is found in all chili peppers, but it's especially potent in the spicier varieties, such as jalapenos, habaneros, and cayenne peppers. Eating these chili peppers can lead to heartburn, indigestion, or even worse, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Chili peppers can also irritate the lining of the esophagus, creating an environment where acid reflux can occur more easily. The acidity of these peppers can even cause further damage to the esophagus, leading to an increased risk of Barrett's esophagus, a condition in which precancerous cells develop in the esophagus. 3. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol is one of the worst things you can do if you have acid reflux. Alcohol can be a trigger for acid reflux because it relaxes the lower esophageal sphincter. The lower esophageal sphincter is a valve that connects the esophagus to the stomach and normally keeps the stomach acid from flowing back up into the esophagus. However, when too much alcohol is consumed, the lower esophageal sphincter can relax and allow stomach acid to rise back up. In addition, alcohol can also irritate the stomach lining and increase the production of stomach acid. This can further aggravate acid reflux symptoms. Alcohol can also increase the risk of developing esophageal cancer, which is why it is important for those with acid reflux to limit their alcohol consumption. Alcohol causes dehydration, which can lead to an increase in stomach acid production. If you do choose to drink alcohol, it is important to do so in moderation. 2. Tomatoes. Tomatoes have long been associated with acid reflux, and many people avoid them altogether. The truth is, tomatoes can be a trigger for acid reflux. Tomatoes contain a compound called lycopene, which is an irritant to the stomach lining. When these compounds are released, they can cause inflammation and increase the production of stomach acid, which can lead to acid reflux. Tomatoes are also acidic, which can exacerbate acid reflux symptoms. Many people find that when they eat acidic foods, they experience more severe symptoms, such as heartburn, nausea, and chest pain. Tomatoes are also high in fiber, which can cause bloating and gas. This can make reflux symptoms worse, as the stomach acid will be more likely to come up into your throat. If you suffer from acid reflux, it's important to limit the amount of tomatoes in your diet. 1. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are known for their high acid content, which can irritate the lining of the esophagus and cause more stomach acid to be produced. The acid in citrus fruits can also aggravate the lower esophageal sphincter, leading to reflux. Common citrus fruits that can worsen acid reflux include oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits, and tangerines. Citrus fruits also contain high levels of citric acid, which can contribute to an acidic environment in the stomach. This can lead to an increase in stomach acid, which will further aggravate the symptoms of acid reflux. Citrus fruits also contain a type of carbohydrate called fructose. Fructose is a type of sugar that is not easily digested. When undigested fructose reaches the small intestine, it can ferment and create gas, leading to bloating, abdominal pain, and increased acid production. In conclusion, acid reflux is a common and uncomfortable condition that affects millions of people worldwide. It can cause a range of unpleasant symptoms, and avoiding certain trigger foods can help to manage them. By being aware of the foods that can trigger acid reflux, sufferers can take steps to reduce their symptoms and improve their overall quality of life. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.